Well, this is a little bit different approach to this thing over here. This is the "He will not divide us" thing. So I'm hoping to find the guy that I'm looking for here. The guy. This is the back alley thing. So that's what that is. Oh, I think that's the guy right there. Hi. I think that's the guy right there.
So he's trying to get more black people, more anybody.
Hi there. Hey, are you the gentleman that was wearing the what is it called, the Zoo York? Okay, you're why I'm here. You're why I'm here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So
I'm Carlos.
Carlos, I'm Rodney. Nice meeting you, Carlos.
Nice to meet you.
What was the result, man? I mean, I saw that you were being very mistreated.
Oh. How about if we talk over here?
Sure. Well, I'm hello, Rodney. Thanks for clicking on my video. I'm here at the "He will not divide us" thing, and this gentleman right here. The reason I came is because this guy right here was talking to the camera, and then all of a sudden he started being bullied. And that's what I took it as, that you were being bullied and kind of pushed around, not physically, but you were being
censored.
Censored.
By the censor.
By the censor.
AKA the painter.
The painter.
And his fag hags. Sorry, his two fag hags.
Well, I didn't. I was not happy about that, and so you were very measured in your response, and very calm about what you were saying in your desire that we should try to basically get along. I mean, that's what I was getting out of it in many respects.
Right.
And I wanted to. This is one reason I wanted to look at this sign, because I was thinking about what does it mean, us? I mean, what's us all about? Who's us?
And what does it mean, he?
Well,
who is he and who is us?
Well, I believe is the president. Okay.
I was told it could be anything because it's an art project.
Right.
Okay.
But my view is we don't have time for art. Nibiru's coming. The economy's collapsing.
Right.
But go on, yeah.
Well,
he and us.
Well, because
us and them.
Us and them, but what I was thinking about was that he does mean Trump and then us. But I was looking at us, and I'm like, who is us? Is us meaning all of us, or is us only those people that believe that Trump is the person that's responsible for our agony at this point? I mean,
yeah. Well, it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to the censor, it's only those that agree with him, and he'll shout you out. He'll drown you out.
Right.
But I guess SHIA, even, I missed the speech, but he said that although he is anti-Trump,
right,
I guess he did say that we have to entertain other voices.
Right.
I came on the day that they were. I came on the.
Use us.
I came on the day that they were painting this the first time.
Right.
And I was aware of SHIA and stuff, and I drove up and I just asked them. There was like 10 people here, and I said, "Are you with SHIA LaBeouf?" And I didn't know he was here. How was I supposed to know he was here? He came walking up to me, and I was just like, I asked him, "Are you gonna beat me up so you could go to jail?" And he's like, "No, no, no." He shook my hand, and turns out, we agreed to disagree, and he shook my hand, and but anyway, according to him, we gotta entertain, share the microphone, share the camera,
Well, it's on a public, it's on a public street.
We all bleed red, and it's coming. When this stuff goes down, we're all going down together. The rich, the banksters, they have their bunkers. They have their bunkers. That's why I used to hear the hum years ago, and I've realized what it is. They've been doing all this. Sandia, that mountain's supposed to be all hollowed out for their nukes. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's basically what I wanted to do. Is I came down here because I saw that the way that you were being mistreated, in my view, and I wanted to come down and see if I could see you here. And obviously the person that was giving you the grief is no longer here, but I just wanted to come down and support you because I thought you were very measured in your response, and there was nothing wrong with what you were saying, and you were getting the short end of the stick, so I wanted to come down to give you some support.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
You know?
I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. Anything else?
No. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, buddy.
Right on.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
It is a nice bike. I would rather have a bike than the dog.
Well, I put $2.75 in the meter for 2 3/4 hours of time because I thought I would be there for a long time, and I might. You know, I'm just going back to the car right now to change hats because it is freaking hot. Check that out. Not a cloud in the sky, and it is a little warm. I talked to Berto, so I'll stay here for a while and see what develops. It looks a little dead over there right now, actually. So I may go back and do a little thing and then hit the road. I'm gonna see what's going on here. Oh yeah, right. We've got like a fashion shoot going on at the He Will Not Divide Us. Maybe it'll show up in a magazine. So that's fun. Well, I'm just here. I'm here. I make videos, so I'm here to. You want to make a video?
Of what?
Of
I
you?
can help you a little bit better if I knew.
What do you want? Well, the purpose of it is I came here to the guy. You know the guy on the bike, the
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes, sir.
He was not being very treated very kindly, and so that's why I came down, just to give him a little bit of support and to just say what I had to say. So I thought it was. But I want to ask you a question here. On this thing it says, "He will not divide us." Who is us?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Carlos will not divide us.
Huh?
Carlos won't divide us.
Carlos won't divide us.
Right.
Well, who's us? Who is us that doesn't want to get divided? Who is us?
I've been talking to people about that for 2 days, and I've got two answers. I've got the straightforward, I don't really think about it, oh, he means the entirety of America, and the other answer of follow your heart, man, which doesn't tell me anything.
Uh-huh.
We all have our own ideas or whatever, even though that's what technically leads to division, is people having different ideas.
I want to make sure my camera's going. No, it is. It's going.
All right, cool. Good. I don't have the energy to say that at all.
No. You don't have to say anything over again.
Your name is?
But that's the us that's, I guess, being talked about.
But us, the thing is that I saw about what was happening.
Okay, cool.
Was that
you're 33? You're 83? You're 83?
was that us?
All right, I'll get
From what I got out of it is that the people, the guy that was shutting down Carlos, he believes that he is the us.
No, I didn't get to talk to that guy. I was saying that because Carlos is the guy on the bike, right?
Yes.
Okay, Carlos was being like a jerk.
Why was he being a jerk?
Oh, he's talking about chemtrails, man. I don't know.
Well, no, but he was talking about chemtrails later. He wasn't talking about chemtrails at the time that they were attacking the guy.
I don't know, something must have set him off about the guy who was talking with chemtrails.
Well, he was just. Did you hear Carlos when he was attacked earlier?
The very first time, actually.
Did you?
If you had seen him now, he was here a couple hours ago. And,
Yeah.
There were quite a few people trying to interrupt him.
Trying to what?
Interrupt him?
Yes, that's why I'm here. Now, what did you think about that?
I thought it was fairly inappropriate for someone that supports the message that's on the wall, while at the same time literally shutting down someone who's part of the community that they're trying to unite.
I totally agree with you. That's why I'm saying. That's why I want to know is who is the us?
The us, I would honestly refer to like the entire world.
I would agree with that.
As if you're a citizen of the world, you should not be at any form. You shouldn't feel separated from.
Let's go over
everyone
here and
else
talk
next
about
to you.
this. So we're just talking about this, and so I wanted the question that I have is, who is us?
My new friend Joe.
The reason, hey man,
Right there.
nice to meet you.
There's a guy right there. Now, who is us to you?
The way that I interpreted it is ego will not divide human. If
Ego
that-
will not divide humans.
No, sir.
Okay.
I don't believe that should be. The he can refer to absolutely anybody. If you take it as he is in Donald Trump, then yes, this does have a very guided and specific, contextually relevant message. However, if you take it beyond that, because art is not supposed to be. Music's ethereal. You feel it in the moment. When
Right.
When it comes to things like this, it's more symbolic. It's not necessarily supposed to get you to one specific ends through this means. It can lead you to many ends.
Right.
And that end, I believe, is ultimately referring to more of like how people associate he or I with ego. You know what I mean? If people operate from a selfish perspective without putting the majority of people into consideration, then you're going to be honestly divided.
Right.
You're going to feel
Well,
separated from
the project here is Shia LaBeouf, right?
Yes, sir.
But you don't have to call me sir.
I apologize.
No, you don't have to apologize,
Tells
man.
everyone, sir, you're a good human.
Oh, that's
It's
nice.
force of
I appreciate that. But it seems like Shia LaBeouf is meaning that he is Donald Trump, and that Donald Trump, will not divide us. That's what I get out of it. What do you think?
I'm here to sort of see what everyone else thinks about it. I don't particularly care about this because I'm apolitical.
You're apolitical.
I'm apolitical. I'm way more interested in what everyone else, people here, are talking about.
Okay. Well,
I
Then-
believe Shia LaBeouf is an artist because everybody is an artist to some extent, and he's using his celebrity to bring attention to a message that he also falls behind, because the person that created
He's always good.
it's Shia LaBeouf, but there's actually another man that put it up here named Luke, and I spoke to him too, and this is more of a collaboration than it is just a single person.
is the
What you did
reason?
Shia LaBeouf's.
Now, the one in New York was Shia LaBeouf, right?
Yes, sir.
Did he
No,
just?
There's like
He's
three
here as
guys.
well.
These three guys did the one in New York as well?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. How did
They're still working together.
how did they come to Albuquerque?
Well, the one in New York got shut down.
Yeah.
Say it again.
The one in New York.
Oh,
got
I
shut
know,
down.
but I mean, why didn't they go to?
I think,
places
I think he said because of the diversity.
Say it again.
The
He actually-
diversity,
yeah.
like just in
The
Albuquerque.
diversity.
He commented
The
on
chance of a
the
fight
cultural-
breaking out on camera.
Oh, the chances are great.
Excellent.
I think it's not just because of the diversity. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not.
You got
Because-
people
Mexico does that
flashing-
culture.
You know, now I heard that they had kek up here.
Cack?
Kek, K-E-K, kek. You know that?
Cake?
I wouldn't know.
Do you know what? Who do you know what they?
Something.
Did someone throw a cake at it?
No, the
No,
K.
no.
K-E-K.
Oh, cake.
Yeah, who's kek?
It's like.
All right. Someone was explaining.
It is a meme. I do. You know.
No, someone. Okay, someone was explaining this to me
Kek or
earlier.
something.
Hey, thanks a lot,
something
man. Are you taking
about-
off?
No, I'm just gonna go talk to people.
No, it's something about Egypt.
Egypt, because I was looking at the feed in New York, and there was a guy there in New York, and Shia LaBeouf was there, and the guy had a shirt on with that meme on it, kek, you know.
Yeah, Facebook. Somehow he got merged with like the Facebook sad frog guy.
I don't know about that, but Shia LaBeouf looked at him and said, "Are you a racist?" And the guy said, "No." So I'm thinking that kek thing is that. Did you see that?
I saw that.
Do you think that is a kek thing like like something that triggers people to think that a person that's doing the kek thing is a racist?
I don't think they're like meaning to do that. I think it's just kind of making fun. Well, not making fun, but like it's a meme. It's just like a viral.
Like a joke.
It's a joke, yeah.
But what does it do? What's it supposed to represent?
It doesn't represent anything. It's just kind of the internet.
I think the fact that people are confused about it is why they keep doing it.
So people are making up their own.
They're making up this
Yeah.
whole little like.
Apparently,
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf punched a dude over it.
No, well, did he? Because he. Well, because
That's what I've been.
did you see that the guy that I saw was pretty straight-looking guy with the kind of a real clean shirt and just a thing like he got at Walmart or something. But he didn't look. He didn't attack that guy, did he? So it must have been another guy.
Here?
Like,
Oh no,
I
that was in New York.
Oh,
I
I'm not
was
sure.
informed
then.
about this yesterday, so I've just been out here for like a couple hours yesterday and today, so I don't know.
Do you know what kek is?
Kek is a god of the internet.
A god of the internet.
Yeah, he's a god. He is a full-fledged god, Kek. And
Oh, so that symbol is for.
Yeah.
Do the symbol again. That means kek.
yeah, Kek. So Kek
I thought
is-
that meant
he's
Illuminati.
He's a legitimate god,
Yeah.
and he's not some fake, I guess, being.
Uh huh.
Oh shoot!
But so
Are you
well,
firing shots at like everyone else?
I don't know.
Wait, so
Shots
does he
fired.
represent anything?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He represents what? He represented the Egyptian god?
Supposedly that's point of origin,
Oh, okay.
but Kek is a god. I do believe in Kek. I do stand with Kek.
So you're a
Oh, wow.
collect follower. Oh, because there was a girl out here who had a sign, praise Kek. And then now what about that? Rear! What
Yeah,
does that mean?
I made the Kek sign, yeah.
You made the Kek sign.
I gave it to her.
Okay, well what does the rear mean?
It's just their call.
Is that the Kek call?
Oh, so did you like tell her to do that or something?
No, she asked me.
Oh, okay.
Is that the Kek screech?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's okay. Well, now it's sort of coming into focus now. So the Kek.
I'm so confused.
Now, is Kek have anything to do with racism?
No.
Okay.
So what is it? I mean, other than it being a, oh, okay.
I mean, what does it mean?
Yeah.
Like, what is it
Oh,
mean?
what's a meme? Okay, yeah.
No, what does it mean to
What
you?
is it?
No, what
What's
is
a
it?
meme?
What is a meme?
Oh,
like,
like,
what do
I
you
heard
take
it.
as?
For you,
It's just like a viral. It's something funny on the internet that's like, but also kind of stupid. I don't know. I didn't know that like Pepe actually meant something. Like the frog.
Pepe is the frog. That's the name. Is Keke? Does Pepe mean Kek? So when someone says Pepe the frog, that doesn't relate to you. Oh, okay. So it's a religion to some people, but it's a symbol for something else to somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know.
Well, interesting.
Kek and Pepe are different. All right.
What?
Kek and Pepe are different.
I mean, Kek's not to be messed with, y'all. Truly.
We're just curious about it.
Yeah, we're just curious because I saw there was a woman in I can't remember her name, but in New York, and she went real loud, you know. So that's related to Kek.
I think, shout out to Brittany Venti. I think that was her.
Brinty, I think that was it. Yeah, Brittany Venti. Yeah. Yeah. So she's now. Okay, well that's pretty strange. Not strange. It's what's interesting to me that well then who thinks of Pepe the Frog as Kek, or does nobody? You think of Pepe the Frog as Kek?
I do.
Do you believe in Pepe the Frog?
No.
Okay.
I believe in Kek.
Well, what's the symbol of Kek? The frog. Is it the green frog that everybody looks at as Pepe?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
It's confusing, man.
It's very.
Well, there you go. It's interesting. Well, thank you for the chat. Appreciate it very much. Thanks a lot.
Spreading the word.
Say it again.
Spreading the word. Hopefully everybody can get on board.
Well, what do you get on board with Kek for? What's up with Kek?
Just get on board.
But what on board for what?
Yeah, like what?
Like,
It's just. I don't
Like-
know, honestly.
Well, I mean, you get like free hot dogs or something if you get on board, or you just like.
no, like,
just-
okay, no. If it's like
it's
any
just-
other theology, shouldn't there be like?
Is it a theology or a?
Basically.
Well, then
When
there's
did
got
it
to be some
start?
sort of like.
It's kind of like religion. Like people look up to God, but they don't.
Thank you.
They just. It's
Oh, here's the-
comfort. They seek comfort.
I'm.
Hey, you're here.
So this is the. Rear.
That's me.
Now,
Can you explain Kek to us?
Yes, I can.
This is weird.
Kek is a religion. I'm gonna actually do this off camera so that the fucking people on lower heaven don't shoot me. So walk this way so I don't.
we're gonna shoot you.
The internet's not happy with me right now.
Oh, really?
What did you
Let me
do?
make sure my camera's going.
Okay. So essentially, wanna help me? Kek is an ancient Egyptian frog god, and it's this whole thing. It started on 4chan, and
Isn't it a hieroglyph, right?
yeah, there was this old. It's really weird and complicated. There's this like frog statue, and the hieroglyph on it looks like a dude typing on a computer. And then people had already been using Pepe, so when they saw that, they were like, "Oh my God, holy shit, the frog god!" And so now Pepe is kind of.
So
Kek is kind of the god of 4chan. Now, I should add, it's kind of associated with the alt-right. Now, I'm not associated with the alt-right.
well, how did it get associated with the alt-right?
Because 99% of the people on that part of the internet are super conservative,
Uh,
and I'm not. That's the thing. I lean liberal, and that's why I didn't want to be on camera saying this, because they were already pissed off at me. So, they're apparently, by saying praise Kek, I'm being sacrilegious, and so they started doxing me.
Oh, that's not good. That's not a very Kek thing to do.
No, it's not, and it's not stopping me from being out here. You know.
Right, right.
I'm gonna come and do what I want, and I'm gonna keep doing this, and they're not gonna scare me away. But
Right. Well, have they threatened you?
so I go to school down here,
Yeah.
and they called my school.
They called your school?
Or they emailed my school. Because I was just here messing around yesterday.
Right, right.
I'm not an anti-Semite. I was just messing around, and I kind of was like talking. I was saying a whole bunch of random crap, and I just kind of whispered Hitler did nothing wrong really close to the mic. They found that footage. They sent it to the school and tried to get me expelled. Fortunately, the school knows that I'm a raging feminist, and they were like, we know that this isn't serious, so I'm fine. But
Well, that's pretty interesting.
what's the internet for you?
Well, let me ask you something. Why did, okay, so the whole thing with Keck, that became, so the meme came first.
Yeah.
And then they saw some hieroglyph that looked like the meme, and that just happened to be the Keck meme. Okay. Okay.
And then the other thing is that Keck can be associated with Donald Trump, and it's because of this whole weird thing that has to do with the way 4chan works. So like every post gets a random number, and and you have no way of predicting the number that you'll get because it's random. But if, like, say the last two numbers are the same, so if it ends in like 22 or 333 or 444, you know,
Right.
it's called dubs or trips or quads, and then that's considered to have Keck's blessing. And so I think what happened is on one of the things, right, someone predicted Trump would win, and he got like trips, and then he was right. So now they think.
Oh, he got tripled when someone predicted Trump would win, and then his number came out as triple identity. So that was.
So they say that that's the word of Keck.
Oh.
I'm just here, like I said, and I've told them, like, my political views have nothing to do with what I'm doing here, because I'm just here messing around with people and making them laugh.
Yeah.
You know, but the internet's like, bitch, you can't be a feminist and do that, and I'm like, yes,
Oh,
I
that
really
is
can.
lame. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's one of the interesting things. I'm gonna make sure this thing is still going. That's one of the interesting things about people is that, you know, that is the thing, really, that these people that are shutting people down fear the most is humor.
Right.
Because they can't control humor.
Right.
Humor is something that is like an involuntary thing. And these people are control freaks, you know, so they're trying to control everything.
Yeah, I mean, like, not everyone likes Trump.
Yeah.
Not everyone likes Hillary or the blue side, alt-right,
Right.
extreme leftists. But everyone can laugh.
Yes,
And that's the
absolutely.
thing, is like
Absolutely.
I've always told everyone, like, the stuff that I'll say to this stream is not representative of my political views.
Right.
Because I'll say stuff like Hitler did nothing wrong. I think Hitler did many things wrong,
Right.
but I'm not saying it because I believe it. I'm saying it because I'm trolling.
Right. Well, there's a lot of trolls around. There's a lot of trolls around.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that. But now tell me about the rear. What's that all about?
That's called autistic screeching, and it is the call of the Keckites.
Oh, the call of the Keckites.
Basically.
Are you a Keckite as well?
I don't know. I don't know. Destiny told me about you getting doxxed. What happened?
It's a long story. My stuff's on 4chan. They're mad because I'm both a feminist and a troll. And they're like, you can't do that. You're either alt-right or you're not. And I'm like, no. And I told them, like, my political leanings have nothing to do with the fact that I'm going to come here and fuck with the camera, you know?
Yeah.
That's different. But they decided, so they texted, or they emailed the school, they emailed all of the people, they emailed all the social workers, the principal, like Frank, and they sent, like, they sent a little clip of me, like, clearly joking. They took it out of context, but I said Hitler did nothing wrong into the camera, and they sent that to the school. Fortunately, like, Monica was like, I know you're a feminist, I know you're not serious. This is totally fine, but...
Are
It's okay.
you two obviously know each other?
Yeah, we go to
Oh,
school.
you go to school together? Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well,
So I just want to give you advice. If I say anything really, really weird, it's not representative of me. It's me messing with the internet, and it's not representative of me. Like, I straight up have a printout of the two guys from Columbine in my backpack because I was going to mess with them a little bit. That's not what I believe. That's just what I'm doing to make people laugh and to make people.
I think it's important. I think making people laugh is very, very important. So I'm all in favor of you continuing that process.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks. Hey, you want to do a screech for me?
I've done so many of those, I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, she was going wild with the screeches yesterday, so it was good. Hey, thanks a lot.
Of course.
Appreciate it very much. I'm Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
And he was having some trouble with that, so he decided to come to this cactus And he decided to ask the cactus, because he seemed like kind of a spiky guy, seemed like he could stand up for himself, what he thought of his situation. Now, this frog was very lonely. Let's call him Bob. Bob the frog. I like that. Okay, so Bob comes up to this cactus, who we'll call Dennis. You know, I'm keeping their information private because I know you, lower heaven, outer heaven, whatever. And I know that you're gonna stalk this frog, so I'm just gonna use these fake names. Anyway, so Bob comes up to, what did I call him? Dennis? Dennis now. And he says, what do I do? You know, I'm lonely and I'm depressed and I'm stuck in the middle of the desert, and hell, there's no water. I'm a frog. How am I even alive? And Dennis says, you know, dude, you just gotta roll with the flow. And the frog says, well, there's no river. You know, how could I roll with the flow if there's no river? Now, at this point, you know, Dennis rolls his little cactus eyes and he says, well, you know, you gotta find your inner river. And that's all he says. He dies. You know, it's the desert. Even cactuses have to get dehydrated sometime. He just dies. So now our poor protagonist, Bob the Frog, is like, well, shit, you know, what am I supposed to do? This prophet has given me this really cryptic advice, and I don't know what to do. So he goes off on this long quest. He decides, I'm gonna find my path. I'm gonna find the flow. He walks all the way across the desert. He came from Tucson. He went through Albuquerque. I said hi to him. That's how I heard this story, and then we kept in touch, you know. Anyway, so he heads out, and he thinks, you know, the Panhandle of Texas. That sounds like there's water there, right? I mean, you can't blame this guy. He believes what he says what he hears on the internet, and the internet told him go to the Panhandle. There's lots of water. This frog's like, okay. So he goes out there, and what he doesn't realize is that it's full of a whole bunch of Republican, alt-right, you know, people, and they're like, you know, we're not okay with your religion, we're not okay with the fact that you're a frog and that you can talk and that your name's Bob, and so we're going to persecute you. Now this frog's like, bitch, what did I do? You know, I'm just trying to find the vibe, I'm just trying to find the flow. So, you know, he keeps going, he talks to them, and they're getting pretty angry, you know, as alt-right people tend to do, I would know. Anyway, so eventually they say, listen, you've got 10 minutes, then you got to get out of here. Okay, and this frog's like, shit, you know, I can't hop that fast. I can't get all the way from the Panhandle to somewhere more liberal in 10 minutes. And they say, okay, you know what? We have this old shitty pickup truck. You know, we're just gonna give you this pickup truck. You can figure out how to drive it. You got long legs. You got them frog legs. And the guy says, okay, you know, I'm just gonna do this. And so the frog finds these two little chopsticks, and he uses them to control the pedals, and he starts driving up north, and he finds himself in Colorado. Now he didn't really get very far into the Panhandle. You have to keep in mind that this is a frog. And in Colorado you have to realize that people are very different. There's a whole lot of the devil's lettuce there. So he comes and he sees these people, and they're like, you know, real zoned out, just, and he's like, well, you know, I'm looking for the flow. Praise Cat! And he and he says, you know, what can I do? So they give him a little bit of the devil's lettuce, you know, and everything becomes clear to him. He realizes that his calling is in Madrid. He has to become a bullfighter. That's what the gods said to him. So this frog, you know, he gets in someone's luggage. Now, I should tell you real fast, I got in real trouble in the Denver International Airport. I thought that I could go and look for the Illuminati shit, and I ended up getting outside security. True story, and I was there in the line for like an hour, and I almost missed my flight. And so you'd think that the Denver security's got that shit down, but they don't. They didn't notice this little frog. And so he just hopped into someone's bag. You know, this dude was cool. He was like, you know, if you swallow the devil's lettuce so it doesn't get caught in security, I don't have a problem with you. And so the frog goes, okay, he gulps it like a frog does. Gulp! And he goes on his merry way. Now on the plane to Madrid, you know, he's getting a little bit tired and really dehydrated. You have to keep in mind this is a frog. And since airport security is fucking whack, they weren't able to bring any water, and all they had was vodka, which they got on the plane. Don't ask me why they were able to get vodka, because they were clearly intoxicated already because they'd been smoking the devil's lettuce. Anyway, so they get on this plane to Madrid, and the frog's like, you know, just give me anything, any hydro, any watery substance, anything wet. I'll drink that shit. You know, he's really tired. He's traveled from nowhere, Arizona, to the Panhandle, to Colorado, and now he's on the way to Madrid. So he decides, okay, I'm just gonna get in a little bath of this. So he gets in the little cup that the airline gives you, you know, full of vodka, and it starts seeping into his pores, you know. And at this point, the frog's kind of tripping out, you know, because he's only like this big, you know. He doesn't have that big of a tolerance, and on the way, you know, his heart starts to beat really fast, and eventually it explodes, and he dies. And now the person that was carrying him, we'll call him SHIA. Now, SHIA is... I'll be done in a sec.
Okay.
I just gotta finish my saga. Okay, so Shia's like, you know, you seem like a cool dude, and I might be a little bit, you know, fucked up in the head, so I'm gonna carry your body, and I'm gonna bring it to Madrid. So what he did, Shia took this poor little dead frog, Bob. It's very sad to hear of his loss, by the way. Anyway, so he takes this frog, he goes all the way to Madrid, he gets him through security. I don't know how, Shia's crazy, he's got connections. And he throws this frog into this bullfighters arena, and there's this big matador fight going on, and you'll have to wait till next time.
Now I have a question for you.
Go for it.
Whenever you were discussing, you were saying that that the alt-right was getting
Be on camera right now.
that the alt-right was violent or as they tend to be, or something to that effect. Now, would there be a difference between the way that the alt-right, would there be a difference because the people that you're talking about that are hassling you on the internet right now, they're your people, they're your folks. What's the difference between the way they're treating you and the way that you believe that the alt-right treats others?
Well, I think it's very representative, you know, because what I know of the alt-right is that they don't really bother to find out what they're objecting to, and they tend to kind of go on these witch hunts, and that's what happened with me. Is like, and I told them straight up, you know, my political views have nothing to do with this. I'm just here to have fun and troll.
Right.
And at this point, you know, I've gotten used to it. I've got all my shit leaked on the internet, and I'm like, okay, you know, I changed my privacy settings finally.
Right.
But you just kind of, you know, you have to roll with it. But it's not unusual for them to do.
Right. Okay. So okay. Well then. Okay, good. Thanks for that, and I look forward to the completion of the story.
Yeah, you'll have to come back tomorrow.
I'm Hello Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.
Just say that Mr. Trump, President Trump, that I say a prayer that you do good, because there's so much bad going on all over the world, that I pray each and every day that you do the right thing. And we need to love each other and be kind to each other.